Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another video, and currently we have the Final Fantasy XV crossover event happening over in Final Fantasy XIV, which means that you can get the amazing mount that is the Regalia. I know that the Regalia is not everybody's cup of tea, but me personally, ever since I saw it for the first time in Final Fantasy XIV, I wanted to get that mount. And people told me that it's like, listen, it's not available right now, but when it does become available, most likely it's going to cost MGP. And this is probably something that a lot of you guys are either just becoming aware of, or it's something that you've never really focused on. And now you guys are wondering, so what exactly do I have to do to get this MGP? And MGP, or Manderville Gold Saucer Points, I don't know if it's Manderville Gold Saucer, Manderville Gold, whatever. It's the currency of the Gold Saucer. Now, this is an area of the game that you unlock by the time you reach level 30. So if you're level 50 and you're doing the Final Fantasy XV collab quest, which you should, because it's a really fun quest. I really only wanted to do it because of the Regalia, but after having done that quest's friggin' fantastic. But anyway, after you do that quest, you're going to realize I need 200,000 MGP. How am I going to get this MGP? And there's several ways that you can get MGP, so I'm going to be getting into what are the most efficient ones and a couple of ones that you can do for fun if you're really trying to get as much MGP as possible. Now, this is actually fairly explained in the game how you can go about doing these things, but you know, sometimes you just you look stuff over and whatever, it's not a big deal. So anyway, you teleport yourself to the Gold Saucer. One of the first things that you want to focus on is the fashion report. Now, if you look around in the main Aetherite Plaza of the Gold Saucer, there's a couple of different areas you can go to. You got this rocky area with the water falling down. You got the main counter area over there. You got this area with the presents, and you got this area which sometimes holds events as well. The first one that you want to go down to is right here. This is the fashion report. Now, I don't remember exactly if there's a quest to unlock this or what the deal is, but by the time you get access to the Gold Saucer, if you come over here and you talk to Masked Rose, you should be able to unlock a quest to do the fashion report. And how is the fashion report going to work? Well, basically, you have to dress yourself up in a certain way. So like if we go over to Masked Rose and we want to confirm this week's fashion challenge, and it is Lunar Culinarian, Moon Unit, cooking up a storm, long skirt, and cute as a button. And you guys are like, what the hell does that? And this means this is crazy, dude. What are you talking about? Basically, you have to dress up your character in a certain way. And you guys are just like, well, why do I care about any of this? Because you want MGP, okay? And this is the most reliable, easiest way of getting MGP. So you don't actually have to figure out how any of this stuff is done. If you want to for your own entertainment, you can do it because there are people who are going to do it for you every single week. So the first one that I would like to recommend is my friend Meoni. He's been in the channel a couple of times. We've done a couple of videos. You can go to his channel, youtube.com/c/Meoni1. I'm going to put that down in the description of this video in case you guys want to, come check him out. He also does a lot of really good Final Fantasy XIV content, but the most important thing that you're going to want to focus on is these videos, the Fashion Report Friday video. So every single Friday, Meoni is going to put down a video that is going to explain to you exactly what you have to do in order to get the best possible classification. Although what you really want is like 80 points. This, like the easy 80, this is what you want. And he is going to tell you which items you need to equip where, whether or not you need to paint them, and what are the easiest ways of getting these items. Usually it shouldn't take you any more than 10 minutes of setting everything up to come in here and do this this thing. And this is going to be guaranteed 60,000 MGP every single week. Now, there's also an item that you can get as you play through the game if you're doing your squadron missions and whatnot. This is just if you're messing around with your Grand Company missions. You might be able to get this Gold Saucer VIP card. It might be worth it to activate this while you're doing stuff out on the Gold Saucer, particularly before you finish up the fashion report and turn it in, because that is going to increase the reward that you're going to be getting for that. And since this is the beefiest reward that you can usually get out of the Gold Saucer, you might might want to, you know, activate this if you're really in a rush of trying to get as many points as possible. Besides that, there's also company actions that can increase your stuff. You guys can't really see it because my face is in the way. But if you go over here, you'll notice that right now my company is also running Jackpot, which increases the MGP that you earn at Gold Saucer attractions. So whenever you do anything in the Gold Saucer, you're basically going to get additional MGP for it. So having these buffs also helps you out. But yeah, the doing the fashion report is one of the most important things that you can possibly do. But let's say, for instance, oh, Rurikhan, but I don't want to go to like YouTube and watch a video and whatnot. Okay, here's what you can do. You can go to Google and you can just Google up fashion report XIV. And after you Google that, you will find Kyoko Star, and he has like Reddit threads that they always post. And what you do is you click on there, and basically it also gives you like the stuff that you have to do in order to get these points. And basically right now for the Easy 80, all you have to do is Leather Eye Patch and Halatal Yellow. Now it's important to mention that this is not this week's version of Fashion Report, because like I said, this thing gets updated every Friday, so you want to check back in on Friday to get the one that you want for that specific week, and then you're going to be able to get yourself a decent chunk of MGP. Again, I realize that like Fashion Report is something that confused me for the longest time. People kept telling me you need to do the Fashion Report, and I was like, the hell does it mean? It's basically equipping things. You just equip things to your character, different items, and after you equip them, you come in here and you present yourself for judging, and boom, done. That's the Fashion Report, okay? Now, besides Fashion Report, there's a couple of more things that you can do, so let's get back to the main plaza over here. And one of the things that you can also do is gates. So what are gates? Gates are events that you can participate in when you are in the Gold Saucer. And for instance, right now, there is one happening over here at the round square. You can see right here, it's Air Force One. Air Force One is actually a fairly easy one, so I can kind of like show you guys what you can expect from this. But basically, you run over to the place where the event is happening, or you can actually just like teleport through the many aetherites that are available in the Gold Saucer. But you go over to the event, and once you get there, you're going to register for this event, and it's going to send you on this little mini game that you can do. Most of the Gold Saucer is about doing mini games, and this one is more about the fun aspect than anything else, really, because, you know, the most efficient way of getting chunks of MGP is through doing the Fashion Report every week. But you guys are like, but I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to get this thing as fast as possible. Even though just by doing the Fashion Report, I think it should be enough, because I think you still have like a month before they take away the Regalia mount. So just doing the Fashion Report, you should be able to get it. But if you want to engage with more things, you can do this. Now, this is a little shooter mini game. All you got to do is just, you know, go on through here. It's not really a big deal, and you just start shooting stuff down. And then there's the bonus round over here with Air Force One. Bam, bam, bam. Really do your best not to shoot the red ones, because if you do, even just shooting one is going to take away a couple of MGP from the final reward. But yeah, it's a very basic minigame, and it's actually pretty fun. I think that Air Force One's a pretty fun minigame, so I do actually enjoy myself when I'm doing it. But, you know, not everybody's going to like that type of thing. So, you know, if you don't want to do these gates, you don't have to. Like I said, your main focus should be on doing your Fashion Report. But besides this, there are other things that you can do that are more passive, that don't really require that much engagement, right? So this right here is your Air Force One, and there are others. There's like jumping puzzles and other things that you can get while you're out here. But another one that is very easy and that you can do it every single day on every single reset is the mini Cactpot tickets. As a matter of fact, you probably have seen, if you've watched any streams or anything in Final Fantasy XIV, you probably have seen people do this. So let me explain to you how this works, right? So you see right there, that's the main aetherite. If you look over here, you got like this big Sabotender, and you have like the main counter. You want to come over to the mini Cactpot broker. So the way this works is every day you can buy 3 mini Cactpot tickets. And now you guys are like, well, but if I buy these tickets, I'm spending these MGP, right? Because look, it says right there, it costs 10 MGP. And oh my God, Rurikhan, do you have 2 million MGP? Yes, I do. Because listen, when I realized that I was going to need MGP to get that Regalia, I figured I was better safe than sorry. So I got a lot, okay? But anyways, it costs 10 MGP, and you guys are like, well, I don't want to waste my MGP, right? But the thing is, you're always going to win more MGP than you're going to spend. Every single time that you play this game, you're always winning, okay? Because look, press yes. Now they're going to tell you what the rewards are, right? And you can see right here, the smallest payout that you can get from doing the mini Cactpot is 36. If you get the number 7, you get 36. If you get the number 19, you get 36. So this is the minimum. So at the very minimum, you're making 26 MGP just for coming over to this counter and playing this game. Like, that's it. It's that easy, okay? Now, the way that this game works is obviously you can see the payout here. You want to get a sum of 6. So that means you want the numbers 1, 2, and 3 because that's the only way that you can get a sum of 6. This is like a line game, right? So it's like, can be diagonal, vertical, horizontal, but what you want is a sum of numbers that adds up to 6. If you can't get 6 because the numbers are placed in a random order, so you can't always get 6, then you want to try and get as high as possible. You want to try to get 24, which would be 8, 9, and 7, or you want to try 23, right? So they let you reveal 3 of the slots, and as you can see, we have the number 3 here, so this is one of the numbers that we want. So let's see if we can do it, you know, horizontally up top. We can't because there's a 5. Let's see if we can do it vertically down. We can't. There's a 4. Let's see if we can do it diagonally. We can't. There's a 6. So basically we're screwed. In this particular ticket, there's no 10,000. However, we might still be able to get like one of the beefier numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gamble it all either in a vertical here or in the lower here because we still haven't revealed 8, 7, and 9. So let's go actually for the vertical. We got 2, 7, and 9, got 131. So that is 121 profit in MGP because we spent 10 to get the ticket, right? And then we come over here, we buy another one because like I said, you can buy 3. And since you're always making money, why not? Look at that. We have the 2 revealed already. So we know that we want to do something with the 2. Let's see. We got a 5 over here, so it's not the vertical. We got an 8 over there, so it's not the horizontal. So basically I'm screwed. There's no jackpot in this one either. God, am I lucky or what, guys? But we do have a 6 and an 8, so there's a chance that we might get a 9 over there, and that would be 1,800 payout. Let's see. No, we're very unlucky, so we got 198. Hey, you're not always going to be lucky with this thing, but still, you're going to make something. Jesus, what is going on? Okay, there's a 6, no go. There's a 4, no go. There's a 9, no. I don't even know why I did the 9 over there. Well, let's go for this. We got 100. We got the 1,080 payout. It's not bad. It's not great either. But you know, if you're luckier, you might be able to get like 10,000 MGP right there. I consistently get 10,000 MGP there. But yeah. Anyways, besides that, there's another thing that you can do. When you get to the gold saucer, I don't know if you've explored all the gold saucer or not, but basically try to collect all of the aetherites that you have around here, because this will make it a lot easier for you to run around the gold saucer. But anyways, then you want to go over to the Cactpot board. Because besides those little tickets, there's also like a weekly lottery that you can get. And you basically come over to this Cactpot broker, and it's just like playing the lottery. You come over to her, you buy a ticket, and then, you know, you get to pick like 4 numbers. I've already bought mine for the week, so I can't buy another one. But you basically pick like 4 numbers, and once you pick those 4 numbers, you buy a ticket. Now, these tickets are a little more expensive than the small ones, so they cost like, I think 150 and then 200, then 250. I forget the exact amounts, but you want to buy 3 of these tickets. And once again, you guys are like, but Rurikhan, I'm spending my MGP. I want to get more MGP, not spend them. Yes, the payout is always bigger than what you spend, because for each of these tickets, there's a compensation prize of like 1,000 something MGP. So even if you would buy like the 3 most expensive tickets, which they're not, they're cheaper, it would be like 900 MGP that you would spend. You don't actually spend, you spend like 500. I don't remember the specifics. I wish I punted this down. But anyway, you should always buy 3 tickets here as well. And then every Saturday night, every Saturday night there's like a reset, which they tell you what time it is, the thing. Actually, they tell you on the cashier right here. This week's is yet to be announced. The winning number for the Jumbo Cockpit will be drawn every Saturday at 8 p.m. This is for my time. So if you come over here on your server, she'll tell you what time the thing is drawn. But basically every Saturday it gets drawn, and then you come here, and if you're lucky, you can win up to 1 million MGP. I've never gotten that. I've gotten as far, I think, as like 10,000 or something. I might have gotten 10,000 MGP at one point out of these. But like I said, you're always earning more. So that's the reason why you do it, right? Now, another important thing is that after you do all of these things, which are like your passive ways of accruing MGP, so your Cactpot tickets, your Jumbo Cactpot tickets, your fashion report, and a couple of gates if you want to. We actually had a gate that was open, I think, a while ago. Anyway, you can do the gate events if you want to, like the Air Force One thing, the jumping puzzles, all of that. There's also a challenge log. So if you go over to your challenge log, which if you're on PC, it should be like on somewhere here in the bottom. One of the icons will be your challenge log. It's just, I'm on PC, but I play with a controller. But anyways, you go to your challenge log, and there's a section specifically for Gold Saucer. And if you're trying to maximize how much of this stuff you can get, you want to basically complete this. And this is like true for anything. Like if you want to maximize Beast Reward Tribes, you can check here how to get it done. If you want to maximize Fate Rewards, which is good for getting EXP, like there's a ton of stuff in the challenge log that you should be completing if you're trying to get specific rewards. You know, a specific currency, like you're trying to grind out your Grand Company seals or whatever. Here's something that you can do. You're trying to grind out crafting. Here's something that you can do. There's stuff for everything, okay? But anyway, continuing, as I was saying, the Gold Saucer one. So what do you got to do? Earn 100 MGP from minigames. What are minigames? Well, there's minigames spread throughout the entirety of the Gold Saucer, but I'm going to try and drive you guys towards a specific minigame that is going to be an easier minigame to get these points at, which is the Out on a Limb. Now, the reason I would pick Out on a Limb is because unlike some of the other games, I find this one to be a little bit easier, but hey, if you prefer playing one of the other mini games, go ahead. This is just the one that I think is one of the easiest ones to get points at. Now, as you can see, there's a little interface here. We're going to spend 1 MGP to play the game. You take up the hatchet. Your whole objective is going to be to cut down this tree with as precision as possible. And what you want to do is you want to press the button when it's the closest to that little red symbol over there, right? So let's go ahead and hit it right there. I missed it, but that's fine. Now you want to find the sweet spot of where you're going to be hitting the tree. Give me a second. This is not showing properly. So here you go. There's the sweet spot right there. So let's just take a stab at over here. Hey, we actually hit a good one. So it was good, but it was not great. So that means you could afford to like move this thing a little bit more. So like, let's try here. Nope. So we probably should go for lower. So like here, maybe. That was good, but it is also a little... Oh, that was bad. Oh my god, I'm doing terrible. Oof. We only have 4 more swings. How about this? Boom. That's right where you want it, right there. Boom. Again, look at that. Boom, we nailed it. Now, you can double down, which I would not advise because we only have like 15 seconds, so we can take the payout of 60 MGP, and this would put us close to that award that we're trying to get, because like if you look at the challenge log, we would be trying to get 100 MGP. But if you do it faster without me like actually having to explain how this works, you would want to basically just find that sweet spot as fast as possible without me actually explaining. Like, see right there, there's good. Damn. Look at that. Dude, I am dominating right now. Boom. And see, if you do it like this, then you can double down and you can increase your payout. So yes, let's double down. The next time it's probably going to be in a different spot. At least usually it is. Not this time though. Good. Boom. Ooh, okay. That was a little bit too far. Let's go for this. There you go. Another good one. And, ooh, maybe too far away. Yep, that was too far. Gotta hurry up. Only have like 30 seconds. Oh, no. Oh, my God. No. I'm actually gonna lose the payout. No. There we go. Nailed it. again. Boom, see? And at this point, you will want to take your winnings. So no, I'm not going to double down. 175 MGP. And that right there would have gotten you a another challenge log reward. Now, an important thing is like just you playing this minigame already did the complete 3 minigames thing as well, which is another 1,000 MGP, which we just completed. Then there's the participate in 5 gate events. That's 5,000 MGP. We already participated in the Air Force One. There's jumping puzzle. There's other ones. If you're just hanging out in the gold saucer, they're constantly popping up, so just pay attention to that. Successfully complete 3 gates. That's another 8,000 MGP. Gates, again, the activities, Air Force One, jumping puzzles, all this stuff. Enter 3 Chocobo races. Okay, so Chocobo Racing is like its own thing, and yeah, I'm not the best person to explain to you how it works, but basically if you come over here to the Chocobo Square, which is near the Minion Square, you can see this in the map, right? You can see it right there. This is like a separate section, which I think you have to pick up all of the Ethernet nodes in order to unlock this session. But anyway, if you come over here, you can register to go on a Chocobo race, but there's a mini quest that you have to do first. But basically, this is just doing races with your Chocobos. It has specific mechanics, which you should learn by yourself. But yeah, that's another thing that you can do, Chocobo Racing. Then there's also Lord of Verminion, which is also in this area. And that is also going to give you a significant chunk of MGP. So you can see the Chocobo race. If you win Chocobo race, it's even more. But personally, if you're just trying to get stuff for the Regalia, I would not focus too much on winning Chocobo races, because that's like gonna consume you for the rest of your life. There's also playing Triple Triad, which you can play Triple Triad literally anywhere, so long as there's NPCs that have the Triple Triad icon, which if you look, let me just... Can I actually go to the regular gold saucer? Yeah. If you look for NPCs that have... Oh, I think I might have defeated all of them already, so they don't have the icon. But NPCs will have like a specific icon. I'll show you guys that in a bit. The next one is Verminion, though, and this one you should do, because this one is really easy, right? So Verminion is a game, and even just like doing the tutorial of the game... Where's Lord of Verminion? Here we go. Even just doing the tutorial of this game is going to award you 5,000 MGP. And you can do this every single week. Remember, the challenge log resets on a weekly basis. So playing this game, even just doing the tutorial, gives you 5,000. If you play it 3 times against the CPU, that's 10,000. If you play it 5 times, that's 12,000. This all adds up, right? So just like playing Lord of Verminion 5 times every week, you're looking at 17,000 and 27,000 MGP every single week just for doing this one activity. And you know, it's a little bit it takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit more of investment, but if you're trying to get that MGP fast, this is something that you might want to consider. Like I said, just do the tutorial. It's super easy. It looks more complicated than it actually is. Basically, you summon minions and have them destroy crystals. It's not a big deal at all. Then there's also Mahjong. I'm not sure that I would recommend Mahjong, because yeah, this game just has full featured Mahjong, so if you know how to play Mahjong, you can go and do that. But yeah, I personally don't do Mahjong. I tried learning Mahjong. I suck at Mahjong, so I'm not doing that. But as I was saying, let me just swap back to the regular gold saucer area, because I believe that I should be able to show you the icon that I thought I didn't have, right? Yeah. See, if you have an NPC that has an icon like this, or instead of a star, it might be like a little question, a little exclamation mark. If you see an NPC like this out in the world, it means that you can just go up to that NPC and do just do a Triple Triad match with them. You should do the tutorials around here first. They'll teach you how to play Triple Triad. It's the game from Final Fantasy VIII. So, you know, and it's actually a pretty fun game. Personally, I tend to enjoy it every now and then. But yeah, that's another thing that you can do. And then finally, for the final thing that you can do to get as much MGP as possible, you can go down to Idleshire. If you've already unlocked that, this requires Heavensward. You probably need to be at the end of Heavensward in order to get this. So we're going to teleport to Idleshire, and you're going to want to get a book from Chloe. Now, this is something that you'll unlock eventually as you play through the game. Man, this Regalia is so friggin' sweet, dude. It's even got good music, too. That's the good part. It's not the best mount of the game. That right there is the best mount of the game, Rathalos. But still, it's a pretty nice mount, right? So you come up to Chloe right here, and you basically... Yeah, I gave her an old journal that I never completed. But you receive a journal from her. And for those of you that have never done Wondrous Tails... this is basically you just doing activities in the game, and as you complete these different activities, it'll award you a stamp, and you want to collect 9 stamps. So like for instance, doing a dungeon from 1 to 49, doing a level 50 dungeon like Praetorium if you're doing EXP runs for a character, doing a level 70 dungeon, doing a level 80 dungeon, all of these will reward you with a stamp. Then there's also, you know, specific raids and stuff like that, and activities that you can basically do, right? And you do these activities once you complete them. If you're lucky enough and you get like 1 line, so like say for instance, we got 4 stamps that were form a line like this, or like a vertical line or a horizontal line, then you'll get an MGP gold card. That's going to be 30,000 MGP. If you get 2 lines, which would be like, okay, we get this one and we get this one, then you can get 2 50,000 MGP cards. And if you get 3 lines, then you can just get like, how much is this? Wait, there we go. MGP plat. This will be like 50,000 MGP. I mean, nobody ever gets 3 lines. Okay, don't get your hopes up, because that never happens. All right, nobody gets 3 lines ever. So just letting guys know. But yeah. Do remember that if you've never done this before, you can also use second chance points to unlock things that you might not want to do. So say for instance, it's really easy for you to do a 1 to 49 instance. You can use these retry points to mark this as incomplete, and it will complete another random one, and then you can just like repeat this activity multiple times and get the stamps that way. But yeah, those are all the ways that I can think of the top of my mind to get MGP fast. Like I said, the most important one is Fashion Report. Just do Fashion Report every week and you're golden. If you want to get more, like maybe you're trying to farm for, you know, after this, maybe you're like, oh, I actually want to farm more MGP to like get Sabo Tender or one of the other mounts from the Gold Saucer, then, you know, you can do all of these other activities that I told you. Hopefully this helps out people out there that are looking to get some MGP to get their Regalia or whatever. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, dislike button. Feedback is important. If you can think of an even easier way to get MGP, then make sure to mention it in the comments, and I will pin it to the top of the comments so that people become aware of it. But yeah, for now, it's going to be it. See you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.